This light, when we started, was not on. I'm Brett Clark, and by now you know what I'm here for. Ghosts and booze. That's why I made it a point to visit bars, pubs, eateries, and distilleries to learn about their history. Some even say, haunted history. These are stories and experiences from the staff and owners themselves, maybe even told over a drink or two, or four. This is Haunt Hops. My first location of the new spooky season takes me to Mount Holly, North Carolina, and a diamond in the rough known as Muddy River Distillery.
I'm Robbie Delaney, the owner of Muddy River Distillery, and we're the oldest legal rum distillery. We have our factory here in Mount Holly, North Carolina. This is actually our third location, so we went from 500 square feet to in Belmont to 6,000 square feet. We still have the 6,000 square feet in Belmont, but now we have the Mount Holly Cotton Mill. And hopefully we just live out our days, or my days at least, here in this place.
Tell me, what is this particular drink today? Because this one just looked good to me.
Yeah, I don't know what you got there.
Oh, this is
it's got cucumber,
the
pineapple,
cucumber, yeah.
Aku. I'm drinking a rum and tonic right now.
Which rum are you?
Silver
partaking?
rum.
Okay.
Pretty much all I drink is the silver rum.
Okay.
I like it. It's clean and it's hard to make. So.
What's your line of rum?
Well, it's nice at least that we exclusively make rum. I'm really happy about that, because not normal for distilleries to just focus on one thing. And we sell the silver rum, which is the base for everything. Essentially, it's all molasses based. It's distilled to a clear rum, and then we do barrel aging. So we usually launch a product every 4 years. We do a 2-year, a 4-year, and 8-year. Oldest barrels are 12 now. We do a Navy Strength, Cask Series, different type of barrel-aged rums. And then we have a flavored line. Coconut rum, a basil rum, spiced rum coffee, orange curacao, banana liqueur. We're about to launch a pineapple rum.
That sounds good.
Oh, and we make bitters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we started that project in 2021. A lot of people don't realize it. Like Angostura, for example, is a rum distillery that started making bitters back in the day. Most people don't even realize they're a rum distillery. They're known for making their bitters, and so we're trying to do that locally in a 4-year project to get launched. And yeah, so I'm really proud of the bitters.
What caught your eye about starting your business here at this particular location?
Well, starting the business, I was just in construction. I did adaptive reuse construction, and growing up from the farm to construction, basically an in-flight magazine talked about making liquor and how it was going to follow in the footsteps of beer. Started to make alcohol, and I started to do it legally. Because most of us don't start legally, unfortunately. Getting into a legitimate business of making alcohol. And then it just, kind of grows over time. This building, my old boss actually showed it to me and said, hey, you should move your distillery out here. He showed me this building and I said, hell no, I'm not touching this thing. Because I didn't want it. This is a lot. This is a lot more than we wanted to do. The problem was any other property we made offers on, we lost to developers.
Oh, wow.
So we circled back a year after he showed it to me. We circled back and made an offer. And Pam Friedel owned it and took all my money. And
yeah, I imagine she's pretty impressed and happy with what you developed here.
I'm not exactly sure, but she kind of hinted at like the other people, the developers, were simply going to tear it down and build apartments or housing or whatever, and kind of fall in love or become obsessed or whatever you want to call it with a space, especially when you live in it for 50 years. And I could definitely see where she just didn't have to feel that way, but does. You want to see this thing keep going. Because this building is 150 years old this year.
Is it really?
Yeah, 1875. I think everybody that works here can tell you something that they've not been forced, but gently encouraged to learn and leave their comfort zone. And big things like Jake putting 200 dump trucks of gravel in the basement. Or Caitlin building and setting up a Pez display for Pez dispensers.
I saw that. I was looking at that. Yeah, I was like walking. That's down now close to your speakeasy.
Yeah, that's creepy in a weird way, but also awesome. I love that collection.
I understand that you had some unusual encounters here occasionally.
Yeah,
could you tell me?
Discreet, nothing crazy. I remember I'd come to work and we would start usually around 7, 6:30, 7, depending, or earlier if there was weird trades coming in. But just not wanting to really go into the building by myself.
Really?
You just get that feeling. Oh, hearing stories from the neighbors of like lights coming on, or seeing picture being in one of these houses as a child. I think the current mayor David, he lived in one of these houses over here.
Oh, no kidding.
And a lot of the guys that helped me with the work, their mother lived over here, or grandma, because there's several generations of guys I worked with. But they all grew up right there, and they would just tell me the stories, about seeing creepy stuff, and I worked on old buildings, as a career, so like I'm easily convinced. I think this section here is the newer section. It's built in 1916, and in the line between the 1875 section and this section, we had to lift the building up 4 inches, and it's a 3-story building, so it's not like something you just do. We had to build we had to replace the footing, so not only lift it, but you couldn't lift it over the point because that's where the footing had to be poured. So you had to lift it cantilevered on both sides suspended between. So anyway, we're setting up to do this, and we start to pick up the building. And we lift the building up, and we expose the footing. It's now no longer in use because we've got it suspended off the ground. And we start to excavate the old footing out. And this footing was built in 1916. We're digging it out, and there's a hoard of women's underwear in it. It's built in 1916. There's no way for a human to access this. Yeah.
What?
Bras and underwear and all this. And in the middle of it, wrapped in all of it, is an animal skull. And it's like a dog head, but like with giant teeth. I don't know what it was.
What?
My kids ended up taking it home.
Really? Look what I got.
Yeah, I think I left it aside. So me and Arturo was a mason by trade, but did a lot of work here. And so as Arturo and I, he's sitting there, he's like, Robbie, there's underwear in this thing. At first, him and I are looking at each other like, did we just uncover an ancient serial killer?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's happening?
Hey, man.
Because we found like bottles and stuff, which doesn't scare you like this does. So that's pretty much the extent. Once we moved, Pam had taken a lot of the stuff out and equipment. So what she left behind, once we had disposed of that, which was still like 18 dumpsters worth of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Whether it be materials or things or stuff from her prior tenants, whatever it might have been. Once that was gone, everything changed. All of a sudden,
interesting.
I can just be here whenever. And I remember sitting there, at the end of we tore out all the superficial walls. We had removed all the gear. We'd probably been through 25 dumpsters at that point.
Yeah.
And the place was left as a shell, which also means 3/4 of this floor was gone.
Oh,
so
wow.
You could see the basement from here. I remember sitting in here. I was drinking a beer, actually. I got it from the gas station down the street by myself. And I was just mostly I was like, what the hell am I doing here? But also, all of a sudden I was like, I have no concerns or discomfort. It's peaceful, and I don't know, maybe there was something going
Interesting.
on. And then it left. Well, the light at this bathroom, it's on right now, and it wasn't on when we got up here. I don't know what witchcraft is going on with that.
This light, when we started, was not on. So let's go check it out. All clear.
And it was not on when we came up and started this interview. I, unfortunately, also pay the light bill here, so my brain is more why is that light on?
Is your chef that comes in early that sometimes sees or has?
He said
maybe
he's heard and mostly hears. Several times he's here, he's like, there's somebody here.
I come in Wednesday mornings really early, and I'll put the truck away. And when I'm here by myself, probably 7, 8 in the morning, no one's here yet. I'll hear stuff, definitely. The stairwell over there, that one is pretty creepy. You will hear stuff in that stairwell in the front. Noises, like a banging or, footsteps.
Really?
Yeah.
These big metal bowls. They were all intertwined together, remember? They were all intertwined together, and they were on this little thing like this little dishwasher thing. And they were sitting right here. They were level. They were always level, always clean. And sometimes they would just fall. Dishwasher wasn't running, nothing. They would just fall off and be flipped over. It gave me goosebumps because I was like, There's nobody in the kitchen. The dishwasher's not running. It's just the bowls are falling, and it's like the strangest thing ever.
Was there anything tragic that happened around this property at all?
Yeah, a friend of mine's uncle actually drowned there at the dam. That's the only death directly correlated to a person I know.
To this property?
To this property. I don't have a picture of this building before 1970.
Oh, no
Very
kidding.
odd how, like, I have a drawing of it, but not an actual photograph.
Interesting, okay.
But I do have this. I have, yeah, check that out. What? Yeah, this place used to make its own currency. And a lot of mills did this. They would pay in that currency.
I did not know that.
And then they would keep you from buying real currency. So the mill is kind of double dipping on the fact that they're basically creating their own currency and not getting taxed on it either way.
Again, thank you so much.
Well, thanks for coming out here. This is really cool. I'm always honored.
Muddy River produces some of the best rum you'll taste. You should check them out when you're in the vicinity. They have cool events coming up. But next, I'm off to a legendary inn with a little Hollywood history.
Roadhouse.